To celebrate League Classic's arrival and distract from its many monetization goofs,
Feedback received.
Riot is re-releasing some of their oldest skins belonging to its most OG of original champions, you know, like Annie, Judicator, Minotaur. Can you tell the dev cycle for these guys back then was like a week or two at most?
That's right what it says on the tin.
But they are not identical to those original incarnations, nor are they alone this patch. What at first glance seems like the unholy offspring of Nightbringer and Infernal, Magma Chamber, Jax, and Vigar are in fact also nods to League's past. Based on a cancelled map for a cancelled game mode, one that only saw the light of day during the 2013 All-Stars event, had its gameplay elements reworked into both Dominion and Arena, with its last appearance strangely enough being LOR cosmetics. Even stranger, with the emphasis on chains, that seems to be the greater inspiration for the actual skins in League. I know it all sounds kind of confusing to any non-senior citizens who still play this game, kind of like the availability of these skins in the first place. At the time of writing the script, I don't even know how you acquire half of these things, only that Vigar is in the Prestige skin of the Season 3 pass, Jax is the Prestige skin of the Classic pass, Rammus can be bought for pennies, and Blitz can be earned for free. So keep in mind, even more so than my usual rankings, this is gonna be a bit wonky. Surely, though, seeing as most of these are just chromas for chromas, I won't have very much to say about them.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Baron Rammus. Funny thing is, if Riot sticks to the Earth-style pricing of this with the fake 85% discount, this might actually be the single greatest bang for your buck skin in the entire game.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's a chroma, I know, but it's also half the price of one, with brand new VFX to boot. Though, if I'm being critical, the color scheme is obviously supposed to be the old Baron. The older Baron, yet the visual effects are far closer to the crackling electric voidiness of the modern Baron than the green sludge of old. Also, yeah, haha, he's a Baron now instead of a king, sure. It does make me a little sad the Bowser reference was abandoned entirely. That was King Rammus' entire point after all, and it's not like there aren't plenty more Koopa King colors that could have been used here instead. Personally, especially when it's just a simple chroma, there's nothing wrong with an earnest homage, and besides, it's not like Riot's suddenly above doing that sort of thing.
The pizza, He-Man! Eat it!
7 out of 10. Modern Goth Annie. Thankfully, the color scheme on this one is somewhat interesting, even if I didn't realize it was different at first. Annie's kit certainly allows for more immediately distinguishable changes, replacing the purple fire with a more beautifully vibrant blue. Still feels a bit strange that she's bundled in here at all, you know, like at least comparing to the rest of these, Goth Annie doesn't even come close in terms of legacy status. I swear she was still available to purchase not even that long ago. I mean, I got mine in 2022. It makes a Goth Annie 2 feel a little redundant, even more so when a Goth Annie 2.0 exists. 3 out of 10.
No, wait.
It's locked behind a $50 bundle.
Crap.
1 out of 10. Modern Black Alistar. Purely on the merit of color palette appeal, did they forget the skin's called Black Alistar? Why is he brown? I can't even begin to describe to you how poorly this dull gray compares to the marvelous mix of black and gold from what came before, because I refuse to say it gets mogged by the original font. I am absolutely biased though. It's nothing burger skin, I know, but the original Black Alistar was always a guilty pleasure cosmetic of mine. I say that like I even own it, even though I've been playing since Season 1. I did not in fact pay the $20 required to pre-order a free-to-play game.
This is where I'd put a trophy. If I had one!
Hey, wait a second, he wasn't the only one you got from doing that. How come there's no Modern Human Rise?
Holy crap! You are creepy as shit.
2 out of 10.
No, wait.
Why is this one locked behind a $100 bundle?
Are you kidding me? That's bull!
Founders Silver Kale. It's simple but an effective twist on the old contrast. What was once silver and gold is now blue and red. It also enjoys the luxury of being identifiably distinct from its base design, at least compared to the others of this patch. Though in fairness, it's because she's the only one of this lot that got a proper modern VGU, which you'd think is the reason the word modern is omitted from her name. No. It's because you got Silver Kale as a reward for buying the retail Founders Edition of League when it came out. Did you even know PC games used to be physical media at one point? Am I that old now?
That's how we input data into machines we call computers.
6 out of 10. Rustier and rustiest Blitzcrank.
Now there are 2 of them.
There's 3, actually.
2 entirely separate skins, despite them both really just being chromas, who are in turn a chroma of another skin that was also a chroma so bad it was shelved from the store.
Permanently!
I mean, I guess there is at least visible rust now instead of the broken saturation filter it used to have, and the green particle effects certainly make it feel more Zon-like. No. The skin is garbage, always has been, always will be. Your mileage and how charming you find that garbage may vary, but let's be honest here. The only reason anyone even remotely cares about this version is
Rust is like more delicious mold.
And you know what? Valid. 10 billion out of 10. I don't care anymore. Magma Chamber Vigar. At last we've come full face reveal for anyone who dare question his Yordle ness, or question the prestige status of this skin with that giant fractal glass hand and crown.
Help me.
Although what you may not have noticed is that there are some small but still neat animation tweaks, primarily with the aforementioned hand, but also a lot of changes to his foot placements, completely new animations for his W and alt, and the tiny Poro trapped inside his staff is alive. Ish. Becoming corrupted once Vygar obtains enough AP. It's a little but still special thing and a haunting reminder of how in-canon Mordekaiser did pretty much the exact same thing to Vygar, which, speaking of canon,
Wish granted.
it fits the champion, offers a fun twist on their lore, chalked up with references, new animations, and with the prestige textures you'd expect that don't detract from the concept. I don't know, man, that feels like a pretty banger prestige skin to me. 9.5 out of 10. You know, I would have bumped it up to a 10 if the sick as hell chroma wasn't also expensive as hell. Magma Chamber Jax. Oh my god. He is the lamp. Sadly, besides the Poro, Jax got no animation upgrades this time. Granted, Vygar probably needed them a bit more. However, that's not the only part it pales in comparison. There is literally nothing here that could possibly imply this skin is meant to be a prestige skin, nor does it feel like a design or concept that's built to work off of Jax. I can't help but feel like if you copy-paste the design onto Mordekaiser, this would have worked just the same, if not slightly better. While admittedly, the Primal Fire black and red chain gimmick does scratch the, well, that looks pretty cool, part of my ape brain, I do think after 5 years, Jax deserves to get a skin with a bit more to it besides that. 5 out of 10. In the end, League Classic gets a...
I don't know.
I don't know how I'm even supposed to rate these. Please ignore I just spent the whole video doing that. It's such a weird situation where I feel like these are both made for players like me, ones who've been there practically since the beginning and so get to see old concepts revisited, but it also feels like they're meant for new players, like as a pseudo way to obtain access to skins they thought they never could have, or have even seen before. At the very least though, I far prefer this method of entirely separate variants for new players to acquire instead of just reselling the original and giving the actual owners of the OG a crown and loading screen PNG.
It's nothing.
I don't know, though. Tell me what you fellas think about it down in the comments below. To all the League Zoomers out there, how do you feel about finally gaining access to at least a version of these classic skins? And to all my fellow League Boomers out there, do you even find this nostalgic, or is it just a tarnishing of the reputation of the glory days? Until next time, though, fellas, I hope you have a good one. Take care of yourselves. You know, hope to see you in the next video, but I'm gonna go play old Nunu and Yorick. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Oh, wait.
Never mind, I need to get Wild Rift working on PC somehow.